My thought is when the Democrats were running Kamala, they said, look at the economy, it's doing great. And I think it pointed to this, and I don't think I understood it then, but the economy is doing good. If you look at the, S&P or the stock market, it's doing good. Companies are thriving. They're making more than they've ever made. Um, but the day-to-day person does not feel that goodness. They are getting squeezed. And so I think it's really interesting. I think these political groups are going to keep going back and forth. We're going to keep swinging every 4 years because what is let's say JD Vance is running. What does he say to the Americans when he's trying to get reelected? Does he go around and say, "Look how great our economy is"? Because if he does, I think that's a losing argument because it misses what people feel.
Yeah, I think that like the economy numbers are a little uh, kind of, I don't know, biased because like when you think about inflation, company's going to go up at least 2 to 4% a year just because of inflation, and so that's going to be seen as good, green. It, like there should be like a stock price adjustment for inflation, which is just not attainable. But you're going to see numbers
There
greater than.
is
Is it accurate?
there are some charts out there that show, yeah, that the
Is
stock
it going
market
to go
essentially
up two
goes up
percent inflation,
in
or is it
line with
going to go up
inflation.
8% inflation? The Nasdaq
Uh,
goes up 8%
they
consistently.
adjust it for the M money supply, so you can't fudge. There's no fudging the CPI numbers. It's just straight.
That
I
I would
forgot
like
what the
I
exact
would like to see
unit's
that
called.
chart. But I think
It's a good chart.
there's a very compounding effect of inflation that gets seen as positive market value. Um, and so like I would be
Yeah,
curious about that chart.
fair, fair. We're gonna have to go find that.
But I do think you had a
But
very good point about it going back and forth. That's a pretty good prediction. Um, yeah.
we're gonna see. I think we'll see how good Vance is based on what his answer to that one question is. Does he stay this Trump sycophant and just like say Trump did no wrong? The economy's great. What are you talking about? I think he loses a lot of votes with that. Or does he say, no, I'm from the hills of West Virginia. I still got friends there. They're telling me this economy sucks. Um, so Trump was wrong to get rid of Doge.
Yeah.
I think that would be a huge, huge vote swing. Not that, and part of me is like the Democrats aren't going to be on the other side saying goodness, promising it to fix the economy, but they're going to use that against as a weapon against them. I think.
I would say I think he's going to be running against Newsom too. Have you heard Newsom on his podcast and on other podcasts? He's very much so took the Trump approach where he's kind of really good on these talking on like these podcasts, and he does what Trump does where he just tells you stuff and it's like 10-20% of it's just a lie, but like he sounds really good. So like if you're not like listening to it, I think you buy into his, and it's scary. I think he.
If you can't see that he's an extremely talented snake of a person, then, then God help you,
But that's
because
most people. I mean,
you're
most of
blind.
the time you're just listening to TikTok clips, and then that's I would say a wide majority of the young population is basing their voting off TikTok clips.
Sure, which is why there's an argument that democracies aren't the best form of government. I don't know. You need an intelligent voting base to make intelligent decisions.
Yeah, I think there ideally there has to be I don't know how this plays out, but like in the national president debates, they need to be on a podcast.